Hello, my name's Jim Ixer from the Drone Pilot Academy. In April 2024, the CAA introduced a new method of applying for an operational authorization. So today's video, we're going to look at how you apply or reapply for an operational authorization in some very easy steps. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so let's look at the new process for applying for an operational authorization. So the scope is we're going to look at the new publication from the CAA, which is called Civil Aviation Publication 2606, and this has the new operations manual template in there. It also has a guidance on how to keep your maintenance logs, flight records, etc. We're going to look at the application process itself and the new easy way to apply for an operational authorization, the subsequent issuing of the operational authorization, and then the audits as well. So CAP 2606 is the new template issued for people applying for a predefined risk assessment 01. The CAA strongly recommend using their new template that they've published online, and it really is, if you look at this, it's a cut and paste into their operations manual template with a few added bits as well. So if you've got a Drone Pilot Academy template already, it is pretty much the same. We were involved in the consultation period. There are some format changes and there's some minor additional details, so it should be very easy to transition across to the new operations manual template. But of course, if you need any help, then just let us know. So the application process itself, it's still online. But this time, those that are familiar with renewing, there are no uploads at all required. It generally starts with some statistical questions, some data gathering, and then there's a declaration process. So instead of uploading, you are saying that you have an insurance certificate and it's valid, and that you're saying that you have an ops manual and this is the version number and this is the date of it, and it complies with the guidance in PDRA-01. So to get started then, all you do is enter your date of birth and your email address, and the CAA will then email you a code. You enter that code and it brings up all your registration details. So the first thing you need to do is check that your registration details are correct. So you look at the organisational details if you've applied for a PDRA or have an operator ID as a company. You can then check the accountable manager's details are correct. If there are any changes required, then on that page there is a contact us link, so you just click that link and make the changes there. But you then check your operator ID details, and if you currently have an operational authorization, then what you do is you click the reapply in the bottom right hand corner. It then starts with the questions. This is data gathering, so it talks about the business sectors you'll operate in and the activities that you will do. They're all tick boxes, and there's a box for other where you can enter if it's something different that you do. You then enter your drone makes and models. So you do it by make and model, not each individual drone you've got. So if you've got three Mavic 3 Enterprise, you would just enter that and the number of aircraft that you've got, and then you would enter the total number of hours for the last 12 months that have been flown on that fleet of Mavic 3 Enterprise. As I said, it's a data gathering exercise that the CAA are required to do. So next, you have to enter the details for your operations manual. So you put the version number in there, and you put the version date, and then you tick the declaration box saying that you'll maintain it and it meets the requirements of PDRA-04 operational authorization. You then confirm that your remote pilots are competent, and there's 4 bullet points there, 5 bullet points that you need to check, and tick the declaration at the end. And also that you've got insurance cover. So just don't forget that your insurance needs to be EC 785-2004 compliant, and it needs to be valid for the period of the PDRA. Then the US operator needs to agree that you'll meet the requirements of the UAS operator. that you'll keep records, and there's details of the records that you need to complete there, and then the declaration at the end. Finally, once you've completed those declarations, as I said, there's only a few tick boxes to, obviously you've got to check that you are compliant, but there's a few tick boxes now, no uploading. You then get the chance to review your application to make sure it is factually correct. And the reason you do that is you make sure that all your documents are in good order, because the CAA now have an oversight and enforcement process, meaning that you can be selected for an audit at any time. On to payment, so it's £234 regardless of whether you are doing your initial application or a renewal. It's the same price, so make your payment. It is a very quick process. This is one that we did at the start when the process was just introduced. We started the application at 0800, bang on 8 o'clock in the morning, and we got our operational authorization issued 4 minutes later. So when you used to apply, the CAA used to do all the checks on all your paperwork and then come back to you and advise if anything was needed changing, and you had the time to do that and enter it back. But they're not doing that now, because it's almost an immediate within 24-hour approval process. So what are those staff, the CAA staff team, doing now? Well, they are now auditors, so you can be selected for an audit at any time. So you must maintain 3 years of records and keep those filed safely, because if you do get an oversight request, these are the following things that they will ask for. So within 28 days and the date of the email, from the date of the email, they'll ask for your current operations manual, GVC qualification, proof of currency, so 2 hours in the last 3 months, evidence that you have an operator and flyer ID, and then for the last 3 flights prior to the date of the email that the CAA sent you, then they will ask for your RAMs, your risk assessment method statement, so your pre-site survey, your on-site survey, and risk assessment for the last 3 flights. And if you did 3 flights on one day with 3 separate RAMs at the same location, they would ask you to provide 3 different locations, so they can see RAMs for 3 different sites. They'll also ask for your flight records for the last 3 flights as well, and the maintenance records for the drones that have been flown as well. So you have 28 days, calendar days, to return all that detail. So, in summary then, it's still all online, albeit it's a much quicker process to complete now. It is a declaration process rather than uploading your documents. The OA is issued usually within 24 hours. Be aware though, you can be subject to an audit, so make sure your document and record keeping is all good as per the guidance you get in the GVC course. If you are struggling in any way, then please get in touch with DPA. This is what we're here to do to our Academy members. We're here to help you and guide you through the process, so there shouldn't be any concerns there. That's all for now. Thanks very much. We'll look forward to you liking and sharing this video, and if you want to have any other videos produced, then get in touch and we're more than happy to produce those for you. Thanks very much.